Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 13th. This week, Aquarius, we are going to jump right in here as always. What else is new? And we are going to see what comes up for you at this time. I like this. Looks like a little bit of a boost coming in for you here. I like this leg up card. It's kind of like a card of the universe giving you a little boost. Pretty much every single person this week has had some sort of message about like getting a boost, or the universe kind of patting us on the back, giving us some sort of change or a change in fortunes. Almost every single person, I wouldn't say every single person, but a lot of the signs have had the Wheel of Fortune. So there is clearly a positive change coming in. But let's see here. I kind of see this as a spider web, if I'm being honest with you here, Aquarius. I'm seeing a spider web in my head. I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. You have this Divine Matrix card. Not what this card means, but just I read intuitively, and, kind of like what I'm seeing is a spider web here. I feel like there's almost like something where you don't realize how connected you are to something here, Aquarius, or how much of a connection you have to something. It's almost like if I try to pull away from this energy, I feel like I keep getting pulled back into it. It's kind of weird though, because it's like, it's not toxic. It's not a bad thing. It's like a good thing in a lot of ways. And let me give you a good example, Aquarius. It's like this channel. A couple years ago, I almost gave up on it due to stinking thinking, right? But it's like every time I tried to like take a step back or to take a break or whatever, it's like I kept getting pulled in deeper and deeper and deeper. And sometimes I think that's how we know maybe that the universe wants us to do something or wants us to improve upon something, right? So I feel like if there's almost something that has a grip on you, but not in a negative way. I'm not talking about something like the devil, right? I'm talking about something that's good for you, something that, could lead to abundance or security or whatever. It's like, I feel like this card is like saying, you're attached to this for a reason. It's like, maybe a web isn't the right word, but it's almost like roots. I see these roots that are kind of going out, and it's like everything is connected to you. Here, Aquarius. Pretty crazy message, pretty powerful as well, I would say. But there's like something that you just can't get away from. For some of you, it could be a relationship here, because you have the Knight of Cups, Two of Cups here. I would say it would be something that, again, is not toxic, right? If you are in a toxic situation, or if you have been in a toxic situation in the past, this message is not for you, if I can't make that clear enough. But what I would say here is that this would be something that's positive and has always been positive. And, that's what I'd say there. I wouldn't even say it's like, probably not even an ex coming back. It could be for some of you, but I would say maybe it's just someone you're with where it's like maybe there are some moments where things don't feel right, but then it's like you keep getting pulled back in here as well. I would say that if this is a relationship, you're coming at it from a new angle. I'm getting new angle is the word that I'm getting on this Magician card here. It's almost like you have healed in some way, and because you've gone through healing, it's like you're coming at the relationship with no trauma. Channeling through me very, very quickly, if you can't tell, Aquarius. So I feel like this would be a good thing if this is love. Even if it's not love, it's some sort of dream. The Knight of Cups, he is normally looking into that cup. He is dreaming of something, whatever. He's a daydreamer. And so I feel some of you could be trying to accomplish something great. And you have the Magician, so I feel like you need to use your powers of manifestation to get something. The Magician also says, like, we speak something into the universe. That's exactly what we're going to get. So I would make sure to stay positive with the Magician. You do have this Ten of Wands here as well. It's like you're about to figure this out. I feel like all the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. He's been on a long journey. He's been burdened. I feel like you've been through it over here in your past. You've been through some very heavy energy, I'm getting, and now you're about to get to your village. You're about to get to the other side, and you're about to be set free here, Aquarius. Damn, Aquarius, this is a pretty deep reading is what I'm going to say to you. Let's see. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Hangman. Yeah, it's been like long delays, things have taken their time. So again, if you're kind of getting sucked back into something, as I was describing, if something is kind of pulling you back in, but not in a toxic way, I want to stress, this is not like a toxic thing that you're getting sucked back into. It probably isn't even a relationship for most of you. For most of you, it's probably like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, the Magician, or a job or a business or a career that it's like you're trying to reach the top. And I feel this energy of I just can't give up, That's the best way I can describe it. Look, Nine of Wands, perseverance. It's like if you don't give up, you will be successful, is what the Nine of Wands says. With the Knight of Cups here, you have the Emperor here. So it's like stick to the plan, right? The Knight of Cups, he's not really taking action. He's kind of allowing this river that's in front of him to prevent him from moving forward. And he needs to kind of cross that river. But you have the Emperor here, and the Emperor just says... the Emperor says stick to a plan. He's also ready. He's got that robe on and everything, but he also has armor on. It kind of represents the fact that the Emperor is always ready to take action. It's like he's not taking action, but he's ready for action. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like saying you're ready. And with the Magician here, you have the King of Wands, being bold, being assertive, really going for something here, Aquarius. This is a weird reading, I'm not gonna lie, but because of the spiderweb feeling, or I don't know, it's almost like Roots. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Avatar, where the lady, she injects the roots in Avatar, and like everything is connected. It's almost like that's how I feel about your reading. It's like you're starting to realize all these connections that like all start with you, and it's kind of like pulling you back into something. That's the best way I can describe this. It's very, it's very, like, kind of out there as far as the message is concerned, but for whatever reason, I feel like this is a good thing, mostly because of this right here. You have the Enlightenment card, and you also have the Hangman here, and the Hangman is all about enlightenment. So I feel like you are waking up to, like, something here. You're waking up to your true purpose, or you're waking up to something here. It's like, it reminds me of, like, how, a lot of successful people talk about how, like, I think sometimes we're always, like, looking for the next thing. Like, we're looking for the next business, or we're looking for the next job to get, or the next career. It's like we kind of chase things, right? But successful people say, you could probably find enough success exactly where you are right now. That includes in love as well. If you're in a positive relationship, like I said, you could probably find a lifetime's worth of success, if not more, in the current situation you're in. And I almost feel like that's like what you're waking up to here in the center row. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is like, I feel like you're no longer just allowing things to happen. And this is in the best way possible. I've been saying lately that the Wheel of Fortune really wants you to be at the center of the wheel. There are kind of like three parts of the wheel here. There's actually many more parts than that, but I'm just saying the wheel itself, there are like three parts. There's the outer wheel, there's like another inner wheel, and then there's the center of the wheel on the Wheel of Fortune. You kind of want to be in the center. You want to be centered. Things are happening around you, but things are not happening to you. You are in control. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of control. So I feel like this is kind of like saying you are more centered. You're doing things from the center. You are making decisions from your heart, right? You are making centered choices. And I really feel this like very kind of strong energy of control here. I feel like this is going to lead to, obviously, a lot of success, some victories, good news, and probably like new opportunities here in your life. So it's like things are going to go very well for you. The thing with the Wheel of Fortune is it's like if you do things that you're not supposed to do, you're going to notice it, is what I would say to you here. Aquarius. It, reminds me of this channel as well. It's like, I have, as I always say, I have a stack of books over here. Every day I come here, and I always pick up one of the books. I flip to a random page, and I read about one of the cards. I'm always refreshing my information. It's like I find out if I don't do that, my readings get worse. So maybe it's just me, but it's like if I'm not doing my daily practice, things get worse, right? So it's like I'm not allowing things to just like magically happen. It's like I'm doing things so that I'm taking control, and that's like what I feel for you here is that not just in business, but in all areas of your life. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is saying you're not, you're kind of like not allowing things to just happen to you. I hope that makes sense. It's like, of course, we can't control everything in life. So, of course, things are always just going to happen here, Aquarius. So, it's like, that's not what I'm saying. But I feel like you're just kind of like coming from a more, awake. It's almost like you're more awake or more, I really don't know how to verbalize that. It's like I feel like you're just coming from a more aware, new awareness, really. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card here. It's like, I feel, again, that you're kind of being patient. I feel that you're trying to manifest something here as well. So, I would put the work in to do that. Look at this. With the Six of Wands, you have the Fool and the World. Literally the beginning and the end. The Fool he works his way to the world so that he can start the journey over again. That's his accomplishment, is the world. So I feel that there are some major accomplishments coming in for you here. There is this like weird duality thing here going on in your reading as well, Aquarius. And like I said, I do feel like some of you, I'm surprised at the Judgment card or even the Tower. I wouldn't be surprised to see either of those cards, because in kind of like a weird way, in a reading like this, either one of those cards would represent, kind of like this starting over energy. And that's what I feel for you. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Three of Pentacles, card of teamwork. It is a card of needing to manifest something more into reality. It's like there's a good, solid beginning. He has created these three pentacles at the top of the card, and that represents a fire triangle. Right below it, there is a water triangle on the card. The water triangle represents needing to manifest something here on Earth, needing to make something a reality. So, I kind of getting that here, where it's like something needs to be made more real. Remember what I was saying about the roots? Roots go down into the soil. They pull things down to earth, right? So that makes sense with that root message, I would say there, Aquarius. I feel like this is what you need right here. You have this leg up card. It's almost like there's like a bonus coming into your life here, Aquarius, where it's like the thing that you have needed is coming in for you, the leg up, so to speak. You have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Both of these cards to me can represent not giving up. Even the Five of Swords, on some decks, there is like a white flag in the background, and white flags can just represent giving up. So basically, the Five of Swords to me can say, don't give up. Keep pushing towards success. Keep trying to be successful. So I feel for a lot of you that this card is saying don't give up on something. For some of you, it could be a relationship. Again, I would say something that, this is not for those of you that are in something toxic. This is not, it's something that's positive. It's something that just maybe needs a little bit of work. Kind of weird. I feel like I did a reading like this for someone else. It might have been Scorpio as well, like last week or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting major deja vu moments here, but I'd say don't give up, basically, on whatever the situation is. I feel like you will kind of persevere. For others, this kind of reminds you that you need to take something and change it. So it's like, if you're working towards a project or a business or something else, these two people, they look very different, right? They both one looks more serious, the other one looks more playful. So for some of you, it's like if you're struggling in work, in business, or in your career, and if you're trying to grow, it can kind of say you need to go to one side or the other. Maybe you're being too serious. Maybe you need to be more playful. Maybe you need to inject more creativity or more communication or something different into your career. With the Two Cups, it's pretty easy because usually the answer is just something we're not doing. It's that simple. So, again, if you're like trying to improve in your career, business, or your work or whatever it is that you do, I would just look at the things that aren't being done, and usually adding those things can lead to this leg up type of energy, Aquarius. So that's what I would be doing here. Again, by the way, for those of you that are looking for love, there is clearly love coming in for you. It could be a fire sign. You have Aries here, so it could be an Aries or just a fire sign in general. It could also be a water sign. You also have Sagittarius, so you basically have every single fire sign here. You have Leo right here on the Wheel of Fortune, so could be fire, could be water as well. But let's clarify this, Aquarius, and that'll be that. With the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Cups, water. So it could be a water sign for some of you. For others, I feel like it's just saying to keep your emotions in check at this time. It seems to be like a very emotional time. Even I just did another reading earlier where I was talking all about how, I think we need to keep our emotions in check right now. It's a very emotional time. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, divine counterparts right here. For some of you, this is clearly a divine counterpart situation. But again, spiderweb. I would just be thinking spiderweb. If you try to move away, you probably always feel drawn back to this person. For those of you that have gone through a breakup or a separation, it's like maybe you tried other people, but it's like you keep going back to this other person. I feel like that could be a little bit of a clue for you. And again, we're not talking about something toxic here. So, I always get comments from people who are always like, this person beat me. And I'm like, well, obviously this message isn't for you. You should avoid that person at all costs, and you should call the cops. I mean, plain and simple. Let's use our brains here. With the Two of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I feel like you've been wishing for this, whatever it is, Aquarius, especially if it's love. So, again, if there was a breakup or a separation, that could be the case. If you're just in a situationship type of thing here, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, I would say that you've probably been hoping for a commitment or, something here that will be more happy. So I definitely like to see that. For others, this is a damn good reading for those of you who are just for your life in general. Like I said, I really think this root message is like everything is connecting in your life, but it's like, think about it. Roots pull things down to earth, right? It's like they pull the plants and they secure them where they are. And that's really how I see your life going. So I don't know. This is a crazy ass reading, as always. Aquarius. When aren't my readings weird? But I definitely like this. I like the message. There is something here about playfulness as well. Even if we look at this, Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, this person here, polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously. They can represent needing more play, needing to have more fun, needing to do things you enjoy. So playfulness in the Fool card here as well. For some of you, I feel like maybe adding more play or more playfulness to your life would be a good idea. It's a really good reading, though. I like this. There's clearly a positive change coming. So love it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.